I'm Arthur Djougourian. I work for Mandell Trialers as an attorney, and I worked this case in unison with Levin Nalbandyan at Levin Nalbandyan.
Mr. Djougourian and I really tried this case to the fullest that we could. We left no stone unturned, and the results really truly speak for themselves.
We were able to obtain a fantastic result, and I couldn't do it without the animation that we created through Motionlit. This case is about a wonderful client who was injured as a result of a rear-end collision from a Costco truck and suffered debilitating low back injuries which have impacted her life. It was hotly contested that this type of a minor impact, as a defense calls it, can cause the kind of injuries that Ms. Herring complained of. And to use the animation to show that is an indispensable portion of the trial.
The Motionlit visuals in this case definitely did help bring the point home to the jury, and it was a big factor in getting them to really see what the damage was in this case.
So the visual really demonstrates how the injury occurs to the spine. There's a compare and contrast of her body sitting in the vehicle, flung backwards, forwards, and her lumbar spine actually moving during that impact, and how it affects the structural injuries to her discs and her spine.
When you tell the jury that they're about to see a video, everybody kind of leans in forward. Everybody who was half asleep suddenly wakes up, lights in the courtroom dim down, and the video starts. And when the jurors see a video of the accident you've been painting a picture with using words, amplifies the message that we're trying to send to them with that visual.
But when the jury was able to review the video, I was personally looking at their responses, and they were shocked to see how violent this type of a crash can be.
So it was a big driver home of the point and the message that we were trying to send to them, that the injuries in this case were lifelong, and the verdict value that the jury came up with really reflects that.
At the time of pre-litigation, the offer was $80,000. The offer went up to $250,000, and it never changed from that point in time.
It was a low offer case, kind of all the way, but that obviously wasn't enough for a life-altering injury for somebody who's got to take care of their back for the rest of their life. And so we couldn't agree on a number, so we had to try the case.
And the jury returned a verdict of $3.5 million after reviewing all the evidence and testimony from all the witnesses. I think the animation was an absolutely necessary component to demonstrate and prove up this case to the jury, because words can only do so much. And Motionlit did a fantastic job demonstrating the damages to the vehicle in a real-life photo that we had from the scene, in addition to the animation contrast.
There's a lot of companies out there, but Motionlit knows the game, so it's very helpful to have a team who really understands that background and uses the actual evidence in the case to come up with the animation in coordination with the other experts in the case.
We've worked with Motionlit over the years, and we've had fantastic results using their animation videos. Don't even think for over a minute about making that decision. Go with Motionlit. If you want to increase the value of your case tremendously, Motionlit is a necessary component of making that.